Simple, effective techniques for job search from supporting employment transitions in Nanaimo, British Columbia. Another popular format for resumes is the sidebar. In the sample that you see here, we have a sidebar on the left. We're going to show you step by step how to format that.
There are several ways you can do it, but we'll start with a simple line draw.
We'll begin by formatting the letterhead or look for your resume. Just want to make sure that before you start that you have the ruler up at the top. If you see up here in the right-hand corner, you can turn the ruler on or off. So I'm just going to turn that on because that'll make it a lot easier for some of the steps that we're going to take. So we already have the Times New Roman as our font, and we want to put your name a little bit bigger. We're going to bump that up a couple of times until it gets to 18, which is what was in the sample. Then we're going to put an underline, and that's a simple line there, but we want a double line, so we'll drop down to borders and shading, scroll down until we get to the double line, apply it underneath the paragraph that has your name in it, click OK, and there we go. Next, we want to move all of the contact information over to the right-hand side, and we're going to do that by changing the align. We're going to use align text right, and there we go. So now you have the letterhead matching the one in the sample. Next, we're going to format all of the headings. So we'll start with the profile. I'm going to highlight it. It was bold and it was 12, so I'll bump that up by 1. Now that I've set what all of my headings are going to be like, I can copy that. So I have my cursor somewhere inside the pre-formatted heading. Then I'm going to go to Format Painter up here, click on that once, drag it over the next heading and let go. That has copied it all over. Do the same thing. This has to be done for each one separately. So I'm in the line I want copied, Format Painter, drag over and let go. And we'll do that 2 more times for employment. I'll just scroll down here. Well, that was actually employment experience and also for the education. So one more time here. And I'll just go back and catch those experience ones as well, employment experience and professional experience. So now we have all of our headings formatted. Our next task is to use the indent to move most of the content a little bit over to the right. So I'm going to put my cursor in the line I want to move. Then I'm going up to the ruler and I'm going to be taking the entire indent over. I'm going to go to 1.2. So just drag it over. When I get to 1.2, I just let go, and that has moved everything over. Most of the rest of the content is going to be at that same one except for the headings. So I'm going to use Format Painter again. I'm already in the line I want to copy. Use Format Painter, and this time I'm going to highlight everything in this section and move it over. Same thing here, Format Painter, highlight everything and move it over, and I'll just scroll down one more time. We will repeat the process, and one last time, Format Painter, and moving everything out over. There we go. Adding bullets. First, you want to highlight all of the content that will require a bullet. Go up to the bullets icon, click once. If you want a different type of bullet, there is a drop-down menu that will allow you to choose other types. We're going to take the square one because that's the one that was in the sample. So one more time, we'll just highlight that, and when we hit bullets this time, we get the same bullet that was used the last time we used bullets. Now we have one more thing that we want to do. We want to move all of these over so that they line up with the edge here. So I'm going to drag the top one of these little indicators here until it comes over to the E. Here we go. That's where I had my my cursor was in that one. Now I'm going to go back, put my cursor in this group, and take it back over so it lines up with the E. Oh, I had to highlight that in order to get them all to move, and there we go. Tabs are very useful when you want to format your employment experience or your work history. So we're going to go into the line that we're going to be formatting, and we want to separate out this financial administrator, which is of course a job title, from the place where it was, where the actual work was taking place. So I am going to place my cursor just before the location. Then I'm going to be going up in here to look at the type of tabs that I have. In this corner here, we have a little selection that we can go through to see the different types of tab. I want to have a regular tab. So I'm going to go into my ruler and I'm going to put the regular tab where I think I want it to be. So I'm going to choose about 3.1. I think that might be a good place for it. My cursor is still down here in the line, and I'm going to hit my tab once, and then it moves over in alignment with this. I'm going to go down to the next one, Fred's Trucking. It's the same thing that I'm going to be moving that over. That's the name of the employer. I'm going to go into 3.1, click once, hit my tab, and the same for My Sister's Closet. That's the employer, 3.1. Hit tab. So that's how we will get the regular tab. Now we're going to use a right tab. Clicking one more time, we get a center tab, and now we get a right hand tab over here, right justified tab. So once again, I want to be in the line that I want to be moving, and put that just in front of the dates. And then I'm going to place my tab in the ruler. I'm going to put it just a little bit over, not right on the very margin, because sometimes it's tricky to have it land right on the margin. Then I'll drag it over. Hit my tab, and you can see that it's lined up here. One more time. We have the correct type. We're going to put it in, drag it over, hit tab. Click in, drag it over, hit tab. You can see these are all lined up nice and neat here. Same thing over here. We still have the correct type. Click in the ruler, drag it over, hit tab. Click it in, drag it over, and hit tab. Everything's nice and neat. So there you are. You have, excuse me, regular tabs and right justified tabs.
Our final step will be to draw a line for our sidebar. We've been using the home ribbon up here, but now we're going to change over to the insert. So I'm going to click on insert, and you can see we have a whole different set of icons here on this one. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be inserting a shape. So I'm just hovering over shape here. I'm going to click on shapes, and I'm going to use a line, just a plain simple line. So you can see that's highlighted there. We're going to click on the line. Then I'm going to put my cursor in the document approximately where I want the top of my line to be. I'm going to click once, then I'm going to draw down. You can see that it will move with my cursor. I'm going to take it down to the bottom and let go, and it will draw a line for us. Very simple. It's a little bit close to the top with the qualification, so I'm going to grab up at the top, move it over just a bit here, and then go down to the bottom. I'll just move the cursor a bit more and So you can see how you can adjust the line. I'll just take this back up to the top so you can see what it looks like. Just click in there so that we get rid of that little circle. And there you are. We have a line bar, sidebar resume. Thank you for using this tutorial from Supporting Employment Transitions. We are located in Nanaimo, British Columbia. All of our services are funded in whole or part through the Canada-British Columbia Labour Market Development Agreement. Thank you and good luck with your job search.